That's one for me today. Bit of a footballing bet today, actually. Just get one of those. Um, just on about my line for today. Just like I do like a bit of a flutter on the football and boxing. Don't touch horse racing or casino, anything like that, blackjack, or anything like that. Although I am partial to a bit of poker from time to time, but not online. Just while I go through my line for today, just thinking about our betting history. I'm that guy that tends to be one result off pretty much most weeks out of a big win. Other weeks it can be about 3, 4, 5 results off, but most weeks tend to be one result off. The most recent occurrence of that one would be, excuse me, it was a couple of weeks ago. I was let down for £1,600 off £5 by Sheffield Wednesday, losing 2-0 at home. Another one that stands out most recently was on Boxing Day, where Sunderland were playing. I think it was Boxing Day. It was either on Boxing Day or it was the results after the fixtures after Boxing Day. But I had Sunderland to beat Hull at home, and Sunderland lost that game and lost me nearly £8,000 in the process. But hey ho, that's the gambling way the world is. I could do with a big winner because I'm getting married this year. But hey ho, right. So today's live. Arsenal have got Crystal Palace away. Tricky game, I think, for the Gunners. I would expect Crystal Palace to sit back and under Alan Pardew try and hit Arsenal on the break, let Arsenal have most of the ball. But I just think Arsenal's quality should shine through. Really, you've got Sanchez, Walcott, Giroud, Welbeck, Oxlade-Chamberlain. I realise they've not always got those available through injury, but they've got a strong enough selection going forward to cause Palace a lot of problems and finish the job really. So I would have thoroughly expect Arsenal to win that one. Chelsea, of course, I've got them to win today. They're playing at home, I believe. Can't always remember who they're playing, although I have kind of got the fixtures up in the background as I can look for you. So that's pretty cool the way it is. But I think that's going to be an interesting one. But apart from that, I've got Wolves to beat Rotherham, which a lot of people would kind of say should be pretty straightforward. Although in the Championship, being a Nottingham Forest fan and knowing more than most, the Championship is one of those leagues where anyone can literally beat anybody. Going on from there, I've also got Blackburn to win today. They're at home in the Championship to Blackpool, I believe. Blackpool last week we actually played them and drew 4-4 at Blackpool. It's more like a rugby pitch than it is a football pitch. And on a proper playing surface like Blackburn do have, I would thoroughly expect Blackpool to be outplayed and outthought today. Moving on from there, on my main slip today, I've got Derby to beat Sheffield Wednesday. I hate putting Derby on my slip. Derby, my team's main rivals, of course. I hate Derby to guts. But, they have got a great team this year and they should finish off Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion, today. Moving on from there, moving to League One. I've got Swindon popping up my slip as well. Swindon currently playing Crawley Town today at home. Swindon being at the right end of the table, currently third. Crawley being at the incorrect end of the table. Looking on the form market as well, that's one in truly in Swindon's favour. So I'd expect that one to go in my favour today. The one I was a bit dodgy about putting on the slip today was Preston. Preston plays Scunthorpe. Now, the reason I was a bit iffy about putting this one on the slip is because Scunthorpe and Preston have both been hot and cold in recent weeks in terms of form. Preston, though, are normally very strong at home. But Scunthorpe are just one of them teams. They're hovering kind of outside the playoffs. They can play with the big boys and they can cause the upset. So I'm not ruling them entirely out of today's game. And then finally popping up my bet slip, moving into League Two. I've got Bury taking on Hartlepool. Hartlepool still struggling near the bottom a little bit. They have had a little bit of turning fortunes in recent times, but I still expect Bury to do the business over them today. Northampton playing York City. Northampton up until recently, I think it was only 2 games ago, they had like won 4 or 5 straight matches. So they was on pretty good form. And York City have just been sliding down the league and they've been on some terrible form. So I thought I'd expect that to come through today. Well, I hope it comes through today. It pays me 460 quid if it comes through off five or so. That's my bet for today. I'm going to do this on the football bets, kind of a once a week thing, because I would be interested to hear what other people are going to be putting on. Maybe mix and match my lines up a little bit, maybe turn that one result off into a winner. But that's me for today. I might be doing a live feed tonight actually for the Martin Murray fight and the Paul Smith fight. The reason being is I've got no one to watch it with. Sounds rather sad, but my missus is going out tonight. My daughter's at my mum's, so I've actually got my son, who I would say could watch it with me, but unfortunately he's only 1 year old, bless him. So I don't think my missus would appreciate me keeping him up late to watch the boxing. So I've got no one to watch it with tonight. And as soon as he's in bed, I'll be on the having a few beers or maybe a few Courvoisier and Cokes, and enjoying a good night of boxing. It's going to be a bit difficult to try and mix and match between Sky Sports and Channel 5. I'm hoping if I can record one, ignore social media for a bit, and then obviously watch the other one while one's recording, and kind of watch them back to back. That's going to be my plan. So anyway, I'll put this video on a little bit late today because the games will kick off in about half an hour. But if anyone does watch this video, it might go unviewed, unfortunately. But if anyone does watch this, let me know what you think going into tomorrow's matches, for example. So we've got some action tomorrow, not just in the English leagues, of course, but across Europe. I do like the flutter across the European leagues as well. Although there's a couple of leagues I don't tend to touch, like the Belgian league and the things like the Norwegian league and the Danish league, because those kind of leagues are just too close, really. Even the teams top of the league are losing to the bottom. So yeah, leave feedback. Have a good afternoon.